Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Infinite Collectibles YouTube channel. I'm Adam Martin, co-owner of Infinite Collectibles, co-host of the Blitzkrieg Pop podcast, and the Nascent Toy Collector. I'm coming at you today, much like Thunderhawk, with some new stuff to unbox and some actual really cool hauls that I've found in the wild. Two things, really. Let's just get right to it. Number one, first up is this badass TMNT Leonardo and Rocksteady 2-pack that I found at our local Walmart. Now, this thing was $34.99, and what's crazy is you can order this Leonardo from the TMNT Classics collection. It was a Toys R Us exclusive back about 10 years ago for $80. This 2-pack, $35 at Walmart. Totally worth it. This thing is so posable. As soon as I saw this Leo, I was like, I have to have it. So posable. 34 points of articulation. You can even move his damn toes. His toes are posable. His fingers, they actually grab his swords. The amount of articulation here is just insane. Also, hey, it has Rocksteady in it. While he may not be the exact same scale, it's pretty badass. Now, there's other 2-packs to look for. I've actually seen the Michelangelo and Bebop, and it is sweet. Really cool looking figure. Now, there's also to come a Raphael versus Triceraton, and the one I'm looking forward to the most, Donatello versus Shredder. What's really crazy, just doing a little bit of research, is that Shredder was never actually released like Rocksteady here in the TMNT Classics line. So it's going to be a first for Shredder, and I cannot wait to get that. Also has my favorite turtle, Donatello. Bad as shit. Excuse me, Thunderhawk, you're going to have to make room for Leo sliding over here. You know I'm really tempted to open this thing. I mean, look how cool it is. I love it when the swords, I love it. I just love it when their weapons match their sweatband color. Now, I know that's some late to the game shit, but I love it. Looks really awesome. Also found in the wild was Battle Cat. Now, this is the 2020 Battle Cat. I'm pretty sure he's 2020. A lot of them say new in 2020 right here. This one doesn't. It has a variant card. Really dig it, though. This is one of the toys I played with probably the most as a child. I mean, it was a green and yellow tiger. Cool as shit. Now, I lost his armor probably almost instantly back then in the day. And I think, actually, now that I've been thinking about it a lot lately, I believe all of my Masters of the Universe figures were secondhand from my cousin Aaron, he's about 5, maybe 6 years older than me. So I feel like I never unboxed them. Like, I never opened them. That's why I'd never read the mini comics. I didn't even really know they came with mini comics until Jared pointed it out on episode something of the Blitzkrieg Pop. Maybe 30 something. I don't know why 30 keeps makes me think 30 was the one we talked about, MOTU Revelation. It was, we were talking about it coming up, and we got into a general MOTU discussion. Well, I didn't remember the mini comics. And I actually reviewed, you know what it was? I did a Blitzkrieg Pop supplemental where I reviewed a comic, the mini comic, Revenge of the Snake Men. And I didn't know anything about them. And it's because I never owned them firsthand. I owned them secondhand. And Battle Cat was one of them. I love Battle Cat Cringer. I used to watch the cartoon, I know that for a fact. But Battle Cat Cringer, one of my favorites. And he's so posable. Like, these new figures, they look so fucking phenomenal. Just badass. Love them. Love them. Now, these are the Origins, of course, not to be confused with Revelations. Now it's time for some unboxing. Let me get my trusty, handy-dandy razor knife. Try not to cut my hand off, which is hard for me. This thing's used all to hell. It's dull as a cucumber. Box number 1 from Amazon. I think I know what's in here, but let's find out for sure. Pretty sure it's more of these badass Kenner 3.75 Legends Hasbro's been doing. I think I know who. Oh, yes. Yes! Woo! Okay. As soon as it came to my knowledge that this existed, I had to have it. Incredible Hulk. He's one of my very favorite characters of all time. Look at that card Oh my God, gorgeous. Look at that. Just fucking beautiful. I love these cutaway cards. Oh, now I'm never going to cut this up, of course. Look at that. Look at that. Man, that's great. Reminds me of like 1970s John Byrne artwork. Hulk. Man, and it's so awesome. And when I saw that, I was like, I wonder if there's any other. And look at this bad boy. My God, it's the Gray Hulk. All the way from Incredible Hulk #1, which we have reviewed on the Blitzkrieg Pop podcast. The coloring mistake. Peter David brought this back years later, turned him into Joe Fixit. One of the best things that's ever happened. And he's got his own figure. Now, check this out. Not only are the cards different, and the cards are absolutely different. You can see the artwork. The figures are actually different. They have different faces and different hair. Not to mention the different skin color and the color of their pants. Because, wouldn't want a Gray Hulk busting out of purple pants. It just doesn't look right. Look at these, though. My gosh, they're gorgeous. Let me show you the backs. Just, wow. These things do it for me. These things give me a little action figure plastic chub. 3.75-inch chubby is what these do for me. Look at that. Gosh, damn. So cool. Cool. Cannot wait to hang. These are going on my wall. These are going somewhere. I don't know if they'll make it into the studio room because they might go into my bedroom. Hulk's just too wicked. And of course, what collection would be complete without a human freaking torch? Now, I had mentioned when I unboxed Invisible Woman, I have to have the Fantastic Four. They got a Johnny. I mean, and he's this badass see-through, like clear red. Looks like he's on fire. It's so cool. It has the classic lines on him. He has no pupils, just the lines showing that he's on fire. I love this. Man, the card, just gorgeous. I want more of these. And I was doing a little bit of looking around online, and they've just for me, I just now found this. So they announced in May that Wave 4 of these figures are coming. And it has Stealth Iron Man, which is a really cool looking Iron Man armor. U.S. Agent, timely as hell, right? Since Falcon Winter Soldier. There was Loki, classic Loki, which was timely with the Loki show. There was a Symbiote Spider-Man, which was just fucking... I love Symbiote Spider-Man. Reminds me of the first action figure I ever remember buying. My first introduction to Spider-Man, possibly, was the Symbiote Spider-Man figure from the Secret Wars line back in the 80s. I think 84, 85, something like that. And then the Silver frickin' Surfer. And I'm forgetting somebody, but the Silver Surfer figure is just... I have to have... I mean, I'm going to have to order that entire wave. So... as soon as that becomes available, I'll try to mention it on here. I'm going to pre-order that way. I've been doing a lot of pre-ordering lately. I'm going to end up getting myself in trouble. I always throw away these receipts, so I don't want my wife to ever see it. Not that I don't think she'd throw a big fit, but I'm not even going to give her a chance. I hope you guys can see these. I hope these are in frame. I have no idea from where I'm at. All right. Moving along, though. This was from Big Bad Toy Store. I think I know what this one is. Let me open it up here. Make sure. I've been really into the Masters of the Universe here lately. Like, super into it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, got a little postcard in here or something. Here we go. And it's He-Man. It's He-Man from the Masterverse. Which the Masterverse, you guys can see that there. The Masterverse is like that Skeletor, Skelegod figure that I opened on the last episode. And wow, is this thing badass. Holy shit. Now, it looks like he's doing like a gangster. He's like, yo, what up, dog? It's a pretty cool pose in the box there. Not probably the pose I would have went with, but he looks very cocksure and full of himself there. Just awesome, though. He's got interchangeable hands. He's got the Sword of Power, of course, and his shield, like the classic shield from the old toy. And these things sport, I don't even know how many points of articulation. And it also shows that we have He-Man, Mossman, Skeletor, and Evil Lyn available. They've also announced, I think, Wave 2 is coming in October. It's going to be Beastman, Man-at-Arms, Teela, and there was one more, Spikor, which is interesting. I'm really hoping that this Masterverse line continues past, because I have a feeling Origins is coming to an end, because they've announced toys for the new Netflix CGI cartoon, which I'm going to be watching. I'm definitely going to watch. I know that the new Netflix, not Revelation, which is I love, but the new CGI Masters of the Universe which is actually for kids, and I think it's the future of the brand. And if it doesn't catch on, I don't know how long any of this is going to last. So I'm really hoping that it's popular and that kids get into it. Weirdly, I've learned doing some research into toys, of course, that kids these days stop playing with toys around 5 years old. And at 5 years old, that's I think I was playing with toys up until like 12 or 13, maybe even older than that, honestly. Playing that, I got into doing stop frame animation with them as I got older, actually recording stuff and making little like short videos with them. So I don't know. It's kind of sad to me to think kids are done playing at 5. So I don't know how well toys can ever go over like they did in the 80s, which is why I'm still caught up in it. This makes me feel good. It makes me feel it doesn't make me feel young or anything like that. Like it's not like a fix I gotta get. It's just I don't know. It feels good. I like it. It makes me feel good. It makes me happy to see like Hulks and He-Man. I mean, He-Man, like I was out of He-Man for so long. I'm so glad that Jared Henson has got me back into this. And Alex buying me that damn Ran Man. It just reopened a door for me that I'm very glad to have open. Like this Battle Cat. Holy shit. And of course seeing Leonardo again. One more box though, one more thing to open, and this is one of the very first things I've ever bought. I'm gonna move He-Man over here. I'm sorry if you can't see him. I'll move these back maybe. Let's see. This is one of the very first things I've ever bought that's an exclusive. I'm new to toy collecting, this is why it's called Nascent Toy Collector. Been doing a little, studying on like what kind of toys do you buy? I mean, like what's something that you buy to put away for later? And it's always, everyone agrees, you buy exclusives. Which this may or may not be a Walmart exclusive. I can't really get a definitive answer on that. This, however, for sure is an exclusive to Target. And oh no. What have they done? Oh, look at the way they packaged this. Oh, that kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I was definitely not planning on opening that. Look at that. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Man, they really crunched that up. Holy shit, guys. Wow, they really beat that up. Man. Well, that sucks. But I'm not going to be that pissed. Like I said in my last video, I didn't really care if the cards are punched or any shit like that. So, I mean, it does suck that this is damaged. It does kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. But this is a Target exclusive of the Origins series, which the He-Man is from the Masterverse, which I'm hoping that these go into making characters like this. And they will, I guess, it's all, that started out with Revelation, which is great. There's no complaints. I don't know where this Origins, which is like my Battle Cat here is an Origins figure. Fisto and Scareglow and Faker, they were Origins. Anyway, this is the Origins of Evil 2-pack, Rise of Evil 2-pack. It's a Target exclusive, which is badass. It has Cronus, who is the man before he becomes Trapjaw, before he loses his arm, and Skeletor before he becomes Skeletor. Now they've already it says Evil Apprentice of Hordak. They've actually kind of changed this origin here recently with the Masters of the Universe Revelation comic book. Number 2 actually told a different origin for Skeletor, and a lot of people were actually kind of butthurt by this. But I've been rereading Let me restate that. I've been reading for the first time. Like I said, I've been reading the comic books, the mini comics. Like after Jared had me review Revenge of the Snake Men, the mini comic from the MOTU Snake Men line, he actually gave me the book, the big book that they all came in, which is amazing. And I've been reading it at night before I go to bed, and it's really fun to read. However, if you read the first ever issue, and this goes back to Skeletor's origin and why people are pissed. Now, people are pissed that it's been changed, that he's no longer Kildor. It shows that he's from a race of other skull-faced people. if you go back to the very first mini comic, it shows that originally he's like from another dimension where they're all skull-faced guys that look just like him. So I don't know, being, I guess I get being upset. I've been upset about things. I can't say I haven't. They changed things here and there. I try not to get upset. Like, I'm a big Marvel guy. I try not to get upset when they change things for the movies. I mean, like, what's the point? Like, what's it do? I don't know if it does any good for you to get upset. So sometimes you have to accept that things are in different universes, which I completely think Revelation is in a different universe. I'm pretty sure it's a multiversal tale to begin with, and that people should probably just, calm their tits. Having said that, this is if you go back to the original origin of Skeletor, or not the original origin, the 2000X origin of Skeletor, he's Keldor. It's alluded to in the mini-comics later on, but in the very first original mini-comics before the Filmation show, I know it's a lot of shit to ingest, it's alluded to that he's from a dimension of... Anyway, fuck it. This is Keldor, the 2000X series. He has a face. You can change him over to Skeletor before his face is burned by acid. This is Trapjaw before Skeletor kicks his ass and breaks his fucking jaw off. Really cool. I thought this was awesome. Like I said, never bought an exclusive before. I wish it wasn't damaged. But, and this one says new for 21 right there, like I was saying about this one. Didn't say it. So, that's my figures for this time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Like, subscribe. Please let me know if there's anything coming up. Like if you find out that the Donatello Shredder's out, or there's some kind of news something to do with any of these toy lines, Masters, these Mattel Legends, or not Mattel Legends, Hasbro, Kenner, Marvel Legends 3.75s, the Origin series, and of course, the Revelations. Let me know. I'm into all this kind of stuff. I'd love to see Silverhawks come back. Don't know if that'll ever happen. Mask, whatever it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out at Infinite Collectibles. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/InfinitePaducah. And as always, keep it geek.